Well, now I have to make sure it actually started. Hey, shh. We'll find out momentarily. Looking. Delays. Cool. Man, using StreamYard is so weird. I have to figure out everything else all over again. But we're good. I see you see me. I see people in chat. I see our guest. It's all good. Now I just have to see if I can push the button that does something like this. Greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome. Oh, wait. Oh, no. No. Potter. I have to make sure I can be heard. Because we fiddled with things, and now nothing wants to work. Professional. Oh, wait. Should be working. Testing. Let me know if you can hear me, guys, because I can't tell. I know Irene can hear me, which is good. This should work. That's fine. That's fine. See a lot of names. I love it, Irene. Just pure chaos every time I stream. Sounds good? Oh, weird. All right. Well, I'm glad everyone heard what I said then. That's all the intro. The intro seemed really fast. That was strange. It's because I'm so used to OBS and it's just sitting there quietly. It's freaking me out. Good. Sound is good. People are good. I'm going to say hi. Sugar Kitty, hi. Meow. Zedwood, hello. Hello. Hi. Whoop, Kath Huey, hello. There's a lot of people in here already. Good God. Andrew Butler, hello. Joe Combs, hello. I also have to get used to the new clicky click thing. That's cool. Bop, bop, bop. Jim Jazz, I see you. C. Wilcox, hello. Hello. Baker Drinks, hello. Okay. I know Roy tries to do that. It's crazy. All right. You guys are here to see someone other than me. I assume you're here to see me a little bit. But we have a special guest this evening. I need to figure out how to undo this. There we go. Special guest, are you prepared? You ready to rock and or roll? Please give thumbs up if so. Thumbs up. Cool. Boom. Hi, Irene.
Hey, how's it going?
I don't know which one of these works better. There we go.
That works.
I look like a giant head now. Oh, it's been a while. I mean, I saw you like a couple weeks ago in person, but as far as the digital chit chat,
that's all good.
Yeah, it was what I think I checked March of 2022.
Holy crap, that was a long time ago.
I know. It doesn't feel like it was a long time ago. I'm like, oh yeah, I saw St. Patrick's Day recently. It's like, no, that was last year.
Yeah, you come to visit a bit, so.
I do. I mean, I get the whole like in-person thing. Everyone else just heard about you like a what was the word they gave you a title? What was it?
Spirit hunter.
Yeah, you're officially spirit hunter now.
Yes.
Which is fun for all of us up here. I'm just gonna peek in every once in a while and be like, hey Irene, what you doing? What's that? Can I taste it?
Always.
Blending up a storm. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, I have to talk about the thing. And I need music, because if I don't have music, I get distracted by the sound of my voice. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Silent auction. There's a silent auction going down for a tasting with Irene. Which way do I point? That way. Irene. And that is going on right now. There should be a link in the pinned comments, I hope. And there, if not, if you're coming in for the replay, there should be a link down there underneath the video. So check it out and fill it out. And it'll be great. Okay, cool. Done. Done. Music. Damn it. Irene, am I always this energetic in person?
A little.
Absolutely not. No, I'm always just twitchy.
I was kidding. You're good.
There we go. Make sure I have plenty of caffeine this time. All right, audience, people, if you can hear the music, do tell. If it's too loud, too soft, all that. I don't know if I can hear it yet. I got these in. I think I hear it. It's very quiet. What the hell? Irene, do you have anything in your glass yet?
Do I have some in my glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So I have a huge fan of blends. Can you guess? So it's my Glasgow blend from, this is actually a John Glazer blend. This is Compass Box. It's a single marrying cask. We brought in a little late last year. Priced to be bought by the 6-pack. Absolutely delicious for people who like a little pea, a little smoke. It's just easy sipping stuff. I always have a 6-pack of it hanging around here somewhere. It's just delicious stuff. So
Yes, I love it. Oh, the music might be something I have to fiddle with some other way. If there's no music, fine. I'm so used to having the other program, OBS. That just is what I usually use to stream, and now we're using the Duck because I have a guest. Haven't figured out how to OBS guest stuff. So I know you can hear me.
I can't find my mouse, so I'm not going to participate in the chat. So I'll just chat in person instead. But hi to all of you who joined in. Thanks for joining us for the evening.
Yeah, if anyone wants to ask Irene a comment, please just do at KillCo Whiskey Musings. That's me.
Yeah, and I'll let Brian ask those questions because, yeah, Compass Box is awesome stuff. Sure, definitely.
That's one of my favorites out there. Compass Box stuff. If I go to the vault and it's like I'm gonna try one of these. There's always something interesting. They have a whole bunch there. Last time I was there, at least they had plenty. Sorry, looking at audio. So other than it being like a year ago, and I thought it was earlier this year, what the secret is out with what you're doing. We're talking about blending, and that's going to be something you're doing for crowd.
Yeah, it wasn't really a secret. It was only it's only been like yeah, it's a big deal.
It just happened.
But it kind of well, it was years in the making, but it all came together in the last 6 weeks or so. So I think when we met at the Bastard's Ball in early October, I had zero idea that this was going to be going down in the next 6 weeks. I had earlier in the year also volunteered to host level 3 SOM school, just because that's what you do when you're a level 3 or 4 SOM. You just volunteer.
They put you to work.
It's all about sharing.
Take care of these people, please.
That's how it works, right? Exactly. So I had made all those plans already because it's great to show up at basketball and just kind of chill, but it's also really, really nice to help host and volunteer and stuff. Because you don't really have to taste every whiskey that's out there. I was very fortunate this year. Cliff Smith and I, he's a level 3 SOM. I just recently became a level 4 in April, and so
one of the only level 4s out there.
Yeah, they're not telling level 4s out there, but Cliff and I got to host level. The vault, which was really nice. So basically, I got to we're just gonna come hang out, for a couple of days and meet great folks from the whiskey tribe. But while I was there, I had just finished my blend for King's Code for Kings County. So as you all know, if you met me in person, I always have a pocket full of goodies. They're little test tubes about this size. Today it held some really nice wine. I saved everything in those bottles, so I gave some to
sturdy,
Rex.
Right? Otherwise, you wouldn't use them.
Yeah, so I gave some to Rex. So like, hey, try this, and try this, and try this. And all of a sudden, like the light bulb, like they kind of just went off in their heads and go, wait a minute, we should talk. I'm like, okay. And I was like, hey, this is my King's Code blend. I'm really proud of it. It's American single malt and some Irish whiskey. I think it's a really cool project that I'm working on for Kings County Distillery. They approached me about a year ago and says, hey, can you go sow some whiskey and make some whiskey for us? I'm like, sure. I mean, how cool it is that you get to make some whiskey and make whiskey better without actually owning a distillery. So off I went and, sourced some really, really nice whiskey from Virginia Distillery. Love the stuff they make. Clonakilty, they're kind of young in the business, but they're making their own stuff. So while they're making
doing the Lord's work.
What's that?
They're doing the Lord's work. Exactly.
So they have some really nice stuff that source. I've in a short 2 years or so bought six single barrels from them because I just love what they do. Besides, they're really nice people. And so I was like, all right, I think my first blend is going to be a malt blend, as it will be for the car barrel, because when we decided that we we're going to do this, because So, well, 2 weeks after I was at the Bastards Ball, Rex gave me a call and goes, "Hey, let's talk. We want to do this because it makes sense, right? Because you have all your contacts with all the distilleries out there. Distilleries want to work with you. And we're not talking the big guys, because big guys, they don't always want to work with somebody small. But it works here. So so I've got a lot of smaller craft distilleries I work with, and everybody wants to play, and it's great, right? Because we're all small, distillery, small store owners, all trying to help support each other. So a few weeks conversations later, we're like, okay, we're gonna do this. You're gonna be a spirit hunter. I'm like, okay then. So blank canvas, basically, like you're gonna produce some blends for us, maybe once a quarter. Pick some, for Magnificent Beast blend, and then for the Alliance series to showcase, craft distilleries. Let's kind of make it happen. So I'm like, all right, I got to be thinking. But so as always, because American Single Malt, if you didn't already know, is going to be a huge category. I'm a huge fan of it. I've had many different iterations of it from different distilleries, and I think they're doing a great job. It's just because we're not bound by rules yet. We maybe someday when we become a real category, but until then, we get to play.
Yes.
My favorite ones right now, obviously Virginia, love Westland. Haven't talked to them about maybe getting some fun stuff from them. But Del Bach out of Tucson. Kudos,
I just
man.
want to say Del Bach.
Yeah, Del Bach. They make some good shit. So I have a bunch of samples. While I was hosting level 3, I got into conversation with them, and they already sent me a bunch of samples. Really, really nice stuff. So this Friday coming up, I'm actually going to take a day-long trip only. Not overnight, day-long trip down to Virginia to source some whiskey from them. Ran to Amanda Beckwith, who is their lead blender, and she's like, "Yep, just come over. Let me know when you want to come over, and we'll talk." So I'm really excited to hopefully get the first Magnificent Beast blend going in a hurry.
Booyah!
So, we'll see.
Getting it started.
Yeah,
probably like a next year thing. I know you're not going to.
No, it's hopefully if everything works out the way I think it's going to work out. Hopefully in the spring we will see the first blend, and potentially a couple of Alliance series.
Excellent. The Alliance series is something like, oh, hi, Dad. My father's here in the chat. Pop KillCo as he goes by. What was I going to say? Damn it. I was intently listening. I'm like, that sounds amazing. What?
Yeah, it should be fun. So just shut me up. I'll keep talking all night.
Oh, no. That's part of why you're here, is to talk about stuff. I am glad that this all occurred. I was going to think back on how like serendipitous all of this madness is, as far as like how does this even happen?
Exactly.
All of it being like beginning with the whole like Rex and Daniel, this random ass whiskey channel I found, where just somehow stumbled up the algorithm, I guess. I've been watching them for a while, and then they end up saying, "Yeah, we're going to land in Rhode Island," and my brain goes, well, oh, "Excuse me, pardon me, what are you talking about?" The odds of that happening still boggle my mind. And then, of course, your store opening event, I got to meet them for the first time, which is probably best because they're not like the focus. Normally, if you talk to them anywhere else, like where they're at, people know who they are and they're trying to talk to them too. So it's nice to meet them in a little more chill, they're out of their environment and in mine scenario. And so that was good. Like the whole, like, I met you, I met them, I met Cliff, I met John and Kelly. Like they own their own distillery. It's just how does this even happen? And then this, like, the recent news where all of a sudden all my dreams came true in a bit because suddenly you're blending for them. And then I hear that Andalusia, Thai, and Moose are going to be working on the single malt stuff and trying to expand that.
Very excited about that.
What? What?
Yeah.
All good stuff.
So I actually have a striker barrel at Andalusia that is still waiting. So when I was there,
that was another one. I was there for that, right? You were tasting that, trying that
one out. Were you there when we did the? I think it was Masters Ball that we were there.
Yeah, we talked to those other people who had their own barrel.
Yeah, from Galveston. So so my striker barrel is going to get another finish in a port barrel that belongs to another liquor store down in Galveston, and their whiskey is going to end up in my striker barrel. And sometime, I don't know, in the spring, hopefully they'll be ready. I think it's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah. I think I believe I got to taste it. I was pretty burnt out by then, but we were having a very nice time just hanging out in Andalusia.
Yeah.
Always do. Like even if no one else was there, Ty's usually there, Moose was there.
Yeah, between Ty and
try
Moose.
Something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Speaking of, that's what I started with, sipping on a little Andalusia single malt or triple distilled single malt for that.
Yeah, I've got a few of them here actually. This is always really, really cool sample. So actually, when I was hosting level 3, Mike Anderson from Buffalo area, New York, he picked up some samples for me because my goal is hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I hope it's going to happen. I've got barrel, I think it's the triple distilled stuff. I think it's barrel 306 and 302 or 304 and 306. I can't remember. I have it in the other room. That's the single malt that is going to go into a blend to make a wheated bourbon, a reconstructed wheated bourbon. Lone Elm, I'm hoping to see Brandon from Lone Elm next Sunday. I just texted him, haven't heard from him yet, but Cliff and I are going to go visit him, see what he's got for samples. So we're going to get wheat from him. We already have malt from Andalusia.
You guys like adventuring around. It's just like I can see you guys like packed up, just going from one place to another, trying all the whiskey.
Yeah, well, I've already picked up the stuff at Andalusia, so I need to pick up some stuff at Brandon's. Then I'll be at Iron Roots. Hopefully, they can support supply some corn whiskey. So hopefully, with at least 51% wheat, we can reconstruct a bourbon for the Texas folks. So,
I like it.
And maybe Canterbury liquors will get a quarter or whatever the hell I end up making. That's the goal. So we'll see.
I have this. You mentioned Iron Root. That's another favorite of mine. I haven't been to the distillery because they're in the wrong location for where I always go in Texas. I'm usually land in Austin, and they're way the hell up there. And I am not one for long distance travel. But I got this a little while ago. It's Saints Alley, which is like, I believe it's a blend of their stuff with MGP. That's what I think it is. Liquor Hound. And I do like it. This one's the Armagnac cask finish. So I do enjoy that. I also have this next to me. This is going to come up soon. I keep meaning to open it, but I was surprised with this.
Oh, is that the regular? The Filey Bay stuff is really good. Actually, I surrendered a bottle of it the other day. The SCR cask is really nice also.
Yeah. I was just glad I got into the signage. This was the last one. That's what I remember. I went to your tasting event. You had a whole bunch of them cleaned out, and then there was one left. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. But it was good to have this. I just have to open it still. I'm going to sneeze. I think.
Yeah, I should have an invite to go and visit with them when I'm over there in that part of the world. There's just too many places. There's not enough time, but hopefully I'll get out to Yorkshire in the next year or so.
I've never been over there. It's still something I have to do. I'm so distracted by this. But I want to go over there to Scotland and Ireland someday. Oop.
Do one country.
I want to sneeze so bad. But like talk to Roy. Ireland itself would be wild. Because that's like
definitely do one country at a time because there's a lot to be done.
I couldn't do two at once. That would be too much.
Yeah, just go to Ireland, enjoy Ireland, and then go to Scotland. And by Scotland, it's several trips. I mean, I've been there twice only, but each time I go, shit, man, I have to come back. I could go to the same places I'm visiting, but there's just so many other places in Scotland I haven't visited yet. So, but the people that you meet along the way are friggin' amazing. Yeah.
I was just lucky enough to actually meet Roy in person here. When he came to Bastion's Wall, which feels like a little while ago, but I'm thinking of the one from last year, not the recent one. And even the recent one feels like it was 6 months ago. I don't know how time works. It's getting a little wild.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually ran into Roy at Glen Scotia of all places.
Yes, that was the weird. I thought, and again, when you told me this, I was like, "Oh, you guys decided to meet up." It's like, no, this was an accident. He was just
totally
there, and I was just there.
That was really cool. So actually, speaking of Glen Scotia, I hear my barrel is in New Jersey. So sometime December it should be in. So excellent. Pretty exciting. Single barrel, 9-year ex-bourbon cask from that they sent me some really nice samples of. So I know Ian was recently in the U.S. with the Dramas Club. And I was like, Ian, what the heck? I'm like in the Northeast and you're in Kings County and I'm in Texas and you're in Texas, but we can't meet. So I'm hoping he can show up next year. I mean, hopefully, the barrel will do well enough that it may be long gone before he ever shows up, but we'll see.
I can't wait. I get to try them all at least. I know I can't always buy every bottle you have because that would be that would be a problem. People would be talking to me like, look, Brian, you need to not do this. You have a problem. It's like, I know. I need to stop, but I can't.
Somebody, I think, I asked where my store is in Canterbury, Connecticut. It's in the Northeast, quiet corner. There are more cows than people. Oh, there were more cows than people when I moved in, but I believe, and it's pretty accurate, we have more whiskey bottles than we have cows now. So
nice.
Yeah.
Whiskey Uncensored, I see you. Don't worry. I'm not answering every comment, but I am trying to put them all up. And yes, you did see that. The messenger asked you, where's Irene's store? Canterbury, Connecticut. See, people are answering for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, just text me. Oh, Victoriana, man. Oh, that's good shit.
I do love I've had that, and I've been touched by that, and I have a problem, and I want it, and I shouldn't.
So here's a funny thing about Victoriana. Before I went to Scotland, they go, oh, yeah, it's discontinued. I'm like, oh, crap. So I bought a whole bunch of cases in. We sold all of them. And then when I was there, I'm like, what is the deal with the Victoriana? It's delicious. Why are you guys discontinued? They go, we're not. I go, well, maybe for the U.S. only? They go, no, not really. So I come back, and all of a sudden it's available again. But
nice.
The new packaging.
I mean, that's a good bad thing to have.
It is. The new packaging, I like the old packaging better. But it's just packaging. It still tastes pretty good. So thank God.
I wouldn't even know. I've heard of it. I think oh, wait. Hold on.
You've tasted it in my store before. If you haven't, come see me. Just come see me before Christmas.
I have a sense memory here. The name coming to mind is for a reason. It's because I think when I was in the vault doing the live tasting from there, like I was doing this, except inside the vault, which is a lot of fun. I think one of the things I ended up grabbing while I was in there for the stream was that one because it's sticking out. Like I've heard of it, and now it's sticking out a little further. It's like, you tried this. It was good. You want it. You want a bottle.
Yeah. I have both the new and the old, so come see me before Christmas. And
I got to do that with oh God, what's the one Daniel likes a lot? Long something. Chat, if you remember, do tell me. But there was once upon a time where Cliff had a very specific whiskey that Daniel seems to enjoy, and I think they changed how they made it. I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but I was lucky enough to try both. So I got to try the old one, which he really liked, and then the new one afterwards to make certain like there was a change, and there was a dramatic change. The old one was so much better; it was ridiculous.
Longmorn, maybe Longmorn 16, because the green versus purple.
It does sound right. Like it was purple and then green or something like that.
Yeah, so things that Justin Jeffs actually have both of them. And if you didn't taste them side by side, you couldn't tell the difference. But you taste them side by side, yeah, that's definitely a difference.
Oh yeah, it was a little ridiculous. I was like, why? What happened? Why did you do this? Yes, Zenbu, thank you. Longmore.
That's with everything.
That's another thing that makes you so very special, Irene. Mama KillCo is singing your praise, and she doesn't drink alcohol at all, which is great. I mean, that is what we want in the long run. We want more people to actually understand that your store is such a wonderful place to go to. We're not like talking it up to just say, it's like, yeah, go to our Irene store. It's the best. No, it's like, no, it's actually a great place to go. You have no idea until you get there. And then you leave with like 20 bottles. What happened? Why do I need to eat something? I got to sit down.
Well, yeah, but technically we can only taste 4 things at a time because that's by law.
The rules.
Yeah, we got rules. So eat before you come anyway, just because.
Longmorn was so common back in the day. Those were the 16s that they went to 18.
Yeah.
Now it's temporarily 17.
That's with everything else.
The joys of whiskey. Yes. That's how everything seems to work. It's like once you find something you like, it changes. I don't have that problem yet, except for one, and that was the I almost said Macallan. No, what is it? It's a single barrel bourbon that won an award 3 years ago, and now it's $60 when it used to be $35. Henry McKenna. There we go. I knew it was in there.
Yeah, we just had much for sale in the store today.
I saw.
I was like, just come grab them, get out of my life, because you make room for better whiskeys. Well, not that it's not bad. It's good, but we just need more room because we have. Oh crap! What do we have? Who's Whiskey Uncensored?
Oh, Ben.
Oh, Ben, we didn't crop you out. It was good to see you. So I actually had to order more Riona for my store because we're out of our 60 bottles allocation.
Oops.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. Totally distracted.
Someone's going to ask.
Whatever.
There you go. Oh, there.
Oh, that's good stuff. That is
This,
good pricing and good stuff.
Well, I don't remember if you're aware or have been told about the Oswas Online Scotch Whiskey Awards.
Yeah, you sent me a thing on it.
Yeah. I've mentioned it and I've talked about it a few times. That's what's Roy doing. Roy and Ralphie. So they're two, well-known is the understatement channels, and they started doing that. And apparently, Wild Tech Rare Breed won twice in this year's thing. I think it was because it's not Scotch, they count it as world whiskey, so they won that. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. I looked it up. I don't remember which one it was. But that's another reason for me to like it, but also it makes me a little scared. Once it's like, everyone likes this, you should try it. It's like, oh no, leave it alone, it's mine. I don't want anyone else drinking this. I already lost too much.
It's fine. Yeah, no, world whiskey definitely interests me because my goal is to at least one of these days make a world whiskey blend for the Crown of the Barrel. So we'll see. We'll see if we can make that happen. A few different countries.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. I forgot the proof of the rare breed. That's delicious. Ow. Have you heard about the Keeper's Heart stuff? Because I remember
I have some. I meant to post it. I actually have 3 of them in my store. The bourbon and the Irish whiskey was pretty nice. I was pretty surprised.
I was too.
They had a rye.
I wasn't really sure what to expect.
Yeah, it's actually they did a good job of it. I was very pleased with it. But I was happy
Andrew Butler, thank you.
That they
Best
didn't make it.
Was the other category. It won.
American single malt blend. So I'm still the first to make one. Irish whiskey, yes. American single malt. Woohoo!
I like it. Put that on the where's your award, damn it? Who do I need to talk to get a thing that says this officially, damn it? Oh, there's Cliff. Hi, Cliff. Speak of the devil.
Hey, Cliff.
You missed me scrambling to figure out how everything works.
We talked about you, though. I'm going to get me a whiskey. I'll be back in a second.
I'll be right here. So for those who haven't gone to Irene's store, get over here. And a reminder, or update, sorry.
So I have some Riona, except I pour a lot of it in the store today.
The GoFundMe goal was completed.
So instead of Riona, we're going to do the 15-year Clonakilty. Absolutely love this bottle. It smells so good. Mm.
Oh, Irene, your camera's angry. Or your Wi-Fi's angry. Something's angry.
Oh, you're breaking up. Maybe it's me.
I know. No, it's you. And yes, thank you, everyone. The GoFundMe was completed. I'm very happy about that. Mom and Papa KillCo are also very happy about that. And now we have this auction that'll be going on till the 24th. So if you want to get someone a gift or you want to gift your friends, Irene here has very generously donated her time with this tasting that you could possibly get. I mean, I've never had to do a private auction before, or what is it called? Silent auction before. But we're working on it. We got a link. We're good. Hopefully people will be interested. I know they are interested. It's just a matter of getting them to do it, which is the hard part. Yep. Oh, thank you, Cliff. That's something I always forget to say. Blah. Like and subscribe, everyone. I'm almost at, 800? Almost 800 subscribers. Mama KillCo's happy about the GoFundMe because it's wild.
Oh.
You said that's your 15 year? Clonakilty you have? Wait for it. 797. Thank you, Zambu.
You might lose me.
This is true, Cherry Kitty. Irene, can you hear me? Probably not. Or there's a horrible delay. We don't know which one yet. I could text you. 797. All right. Irene, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't think she can. But maybe. Oh, look out. I think the cat's getting involved. Oh, there it is.
That would be my fur ball.
Yes. Can you hear me all right, Irene?
Somebody can see your butt.
Cat butt.
Yeah,
PG-13. Sugar kitties.
Yeah. Okay. Much better.
Sugar kitty has summoned your cat. That's how that works. I'm wondering if I've frozen to you, Irene. I can hear her at least. Check. I know she's really good at responding to these. Wish I could do SOS. There. Now, yes, Sugar Kitty loves cats. Unsurprisingly.
I can hardly hear you.
Yes, I know. I don't know what happened. More cat.
Now you can't see me because
There's a cat.
my cats decided to block me. You're not on the camera. So I'm going to hop off and hop back on, okay?
Okay.
1 second.
Now it's just me. You're stuck with me now. The joys of technology. I guess I'll use this time to mention once again that there's a silent auction. Private auction. Silent auction. Damn it. It's going on. Don't forget. And you get to have tasting with Irene Tan, who may or may not be able to hear us now. Let's go. Blah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
All right.
That's an easy fix. I like those the best.
I think that was just my cat creating a...
Maybe. Your video went a little wonky for a moment, and that's when things went sideways. Who knows what that is?
It's all good.
The joys of technology.
So, what else? I know you had questions.
I was thinking about you're doing stuff already in your head for the Crowded Barrel. Is there anything you already have in mind as far as distillers or barrels you're looking at, or do you have something super secret? I don't want you to tell us, but just like things in mind, places you may be considering.
Yeah, no, there's no secret. So I'm actually going to be in Australia in February.
That's right. February.
So that came kind of last minute. I was going to be in Southeast Asia anyway for February, and I'm like, shit, man, if I can go to Starward, because I have a single barrel from them, absolutely love it, and they previously already invited me to go visit anyway. So I'm like, hey, can you guys like sell some bulk whiskey to me? They're like, we'll talk. So we talked. So I'm going to go see them. It literally is a 2-night trip to Australia. And people look at me like I'm nuts. Like, why would you go to Australia and spend 2 nights only? Well, I got shit to do. So I'm actually going to fly in on a Monday morning, see some friends. They're going to take a 3-hour train ride to come see me. We're going to hang out for the day. And then the second day I'm there, I'm going to head up to the distillery. I think it's like, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes from the Melbourne airport. Pick some barrels, talk some whiskey, and then be back on a plane back to Singapore that night. And I should be back here in the U.S. hopefully last weekend in February. So I hope to buy some good single malts and at least set up a sort of a pipeline for the Crowded Barrel. Because
that'd be awesome.
Make awesome single malts.
Where'd you get your whiskey? Australia. What?
Actually, there's a lot of whiskey out that way. Somebody from Brisbane already, reached out to me, and I go, yeah, can't get there. I'm only there for 2 nights, but eventually I'd like to make it back that way because Tasmania has some good shit. They make some really nice whiskey. In fact, I actually have one of them here.
I'll take the Tasmanian Devil.
Distillery. If you haven't had any Lark Distillery stuff, that's pretty nice stuff. Finished our forecast, cask strength, 58% ABV. So I hope to make a trip back that way eventually, but for right now, I'm just gonna set up a pipeline, hopefully for the Crowded Barrel, so we can have a nice supply of single malts. Because
I had my first Starward experience it's probably 2 years ago now.
Yeah,
I did. Well, hold on, you can't see it very well, but I'm doing the Flaviar thing this year. It's an advent calendar.
Yep.
It's a giant ass. box that they give you. The Lost Art of Distillation is this year's theme.
That's great.
The one I did was space before. I don't remember exactly why it was, but it was. And they had a Star Word in there, and I I'd been like, what? Australia's making whiskey? And I tried that. I was very impressed. I have a bottle of it right over there now. So it's good to see that it was not mistaken to be like, hey, this is really good. What the heck's going on over there?
Yeah, no, I mean the rest of the world they do make a lot of really good single malts. I mean, look at I have a barrel from Tel Aviv, right? I mean, it's in terms of terroir, they're a little bit more similar to Texas than Scotland, so you don't have to wait as long. It's different flavor profile. India definitely has some really amazing single malts also. So of course, Kavalan in Thailand.
Oh yeah, I was about to say like Kavalan, however you say it, is amazing stuff.
And unfortunately, I don't speak Mandarin, even though I look the part. I'm Chinese, but I don't speak Mandarin. But I'll get there eventually. I think if I just speak whiskey, I should be good. So hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to find enough bulk whiskey at the different distilleries that I like all over the world, and make a world blend for the Crowler Barrel. So
yeah, I like it. That's one of the little, again, who would have known that we're just kind of rolling through. I don't know how to describe it. I've said just kind of coasting down the river that is the water of life in a way, where we just kind of landed in this, and it's just, we're going to keep going and see what happens next.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about American single malt period, because
hell yeah, I've been saying that for years now. Like,
so much going on.
It's going to explode.
Yeah. But little known fact probably is people don't know that Missouri has some amazing whiskey. Ben Holiday, I cannot wait to get a single barrel from them, or several single barrels from them. They're very particular. They're out in Kansas City, Missouri. Never thought I would go to Kansas City, but I have some family and friends that live out that way. So I was there recently this year, and I got a chance to taste some of the Ben Holiday stuff, and it's freaking amazing stuff. So hopefully,
I have a few notes about that. Yeah. Again, this is all that stuff tying together in a weird way. This just happened. Like, you don't know this. I didn't know this. I had just heard about that whiskey today when I was watching Bourbon.
Wait, you didn't get any of the taste from me yet? You had to come.
I don't remember. You might have given it to me once, but when you give me a lot of whiskey, I don't always remember what it is. That's kind of why
whiskey. I give you 4 tastes. I only give you 4 tastes.
You do, but my memory is crap. But they talked about it, and it caught my attention for one reason, other than them saying it's good, and they did it in their like gift giving one, where it's like a certain amount of money for each kind of whiskey, and they talked about that one from Missouri, and I just went, huh, have I heard of that? I don't know. And a friend of mine lives in Missouri. He literally lives there. He's got a house and everything now, and he's the guy who used to live right next door to me. So all those things clicked in my head. The fact that you mentioned it tonight is a third thing that clicked. And I don't know why or how that stuff happens, but I love it when it does.
Yeah, JB Girls does some really nice stuff. But when you think about it, I mean, a lot of the really, really nice barrels come from Missouri, right? The Ozarks, I mean, they know how to make barrels. They've got the best oak, and damn, they make good whiskey. So I'm very happy to have tasted some. In fact, when I was at the Bourbon Women, symposium in Louisville in August, Ben Holiday had hosted one of the breakfasts. So if a bunch of guys, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. If a bunch of women even remotely gone to this thing, it's really cool. Bourbon Women. So it's 4 days of really good whiskey with a whole bunch of women. But Ben Holiday had sponsored one of the breakfasts. So they give you this for the symposium. They give you this bottle, an infinity bottle. It's like 200 ml. So the idea is whatever you taste, you don't want to get trashed, so you just pour your stuff in there. For all the whiskey that was at the festival for 4 days, the only thing that ended up in there was Friday morning, Ben Holiday winter wheat. And I said, well, I'll add to it when something is worth adding to it. There was nothing else there to me. By Sunday morning before I left, I go, that's all I have in there. So I need to talk to you guys because I want to buy a single barrel from you. Yeah. Really, really nice stuff.
You're just making me more and more eager to go visit my friend in Missouri. I haven't seen him since he got his house. I'm like, where are you? You're near the city. Okay. Now where is this distillery? Let me look it up on Google Maps. Figure out where I need to go. Because I needed a reason other than to go see him, because it's gonna cost a lot of money. But
tons of really good distilleries. Actually, if even Kansas City, I think Union Horse, which I haven't seen them open yet, but I was there and I got to taste some of the whiskey at one of the restaurants in the area, and also really, really nice stuff. So I'm hoping to explore the Missouri whiskey trail in the next year or so, because I think they have some really good hidden gems that nobody even knows about. So
yeah, like I said, you've probably given me something from them. I would have been surprised, and then hearing about them again on the video I watched, that was a surprise, and it's all just like doing that thing where it's like clink, 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 clink. Suddenly, I'm starting to make plans in my head to visit Missouri.
Yeah, Sullivan's Cove is also one out of Tasmania. Hopefully, I'll get out that way eventually. We used to be able to get it in Connecticut years ago, but I haven't seen it. Nobody's carried it recently. But that's some nice stuff also. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of good whiskey in the world. Don't have to chase those unicorns. Just gonna make your own, right?
Yes, I like that saying. I am not one to make them personally because that sounds like a lot in my own mind. But I'm happy to watch people experiment worse, and then be like, you'll be like, this is good. Here, you try it. It's like, yes, I will. Thank you. This is great. Oh, yes, that's good. But,
yeah, no, Flip and I have a good time. We actually, so if you're even thinking about going to whiskey school at all, you may want to start doing it, because I get a lot of samples in the store. I get people bring me all kinds of really good shit. Some not so good shit, but some really good shit. So recently, I got really tired of all this tiny little bottles in the store. So I said, all right, you know what? I said, we're just going to have to like taste them, and we'll have 3 bottles. So one is bourbon rye wheat from anywhere in the world. We don't really care. Another one is just malt from Scotland. And the other one is everything else in the world. So we taste it to a bunch of stuff, and they go, if it's good, it ends up in one of those bottles. If it's not good, it ends up in the dump pile, and then, we flush it away. And our goal is hopefully to get 3 750 ml bottles of a blend of what we taste that's really good. And someday when he and I get to host level 3 at the whiskey school, because level 3 is when you actually do some blends. We thought it'd be kind of cool.
I am keenly aware of what is happening for 3, and that's part of the reason, other than financially, why it's like 3 sounds really great.
Yeah, I know it's going to be fun to be able to do that blend. It would be fun for Cliff and I to be able to actually go, hey, this is kind of how blends happen, So people always talk to me. They ask about infinity bottles and stuff, and my advice is that what, if it's good, finish it, but in my case, a little bit different because I got a lot of really good stuff that I just don't have time to finish. So we put it in a blend. Everybody gets to enjoy it. But don't save a whole bunch of bottles that are like down in here and they're just kind of okay. And then you put in the blend. Well, guess what? You're not going to have the best blend because it's just stuff that you kind of really didn't like, because if you really liked it, would have drunk it all already, right? So
do you know the ceremony for like Whiskey Tribe when the bottle's finished, the bottle down ceremony? They play It's Raining Men for whatever reason. They just do. What was suggested, I believe Zen Boot said this, is that when you were talking about bottles getting down like that, because this one's annoying me right now.
Yeah.
This is what we call it looks like rain, because then you get to the bottle down the ceremony and you flip it over and Raining Men. So that's something that ended up happening on this channel. So we're trying to get bottles like that. When I see them and other people have them, just looks like rain, man. Get rid of it. End it. Do it a favor.
Yeah, no, that's great, Kathy. I'm glad you're blending. And that's kind of what it's all about, right? You play with your whiskey, man. There's so many different things that you can do with your whiskey. If you don't really like it, it's missing something for you, find something else, another bottle you may not like, and just play with it. Because it's kind of like cooking. Ultimately, it's like cooking. If you know how to cook in the kitchen, you can make whiskey. You can make whiskey better. How's that?
I don't know how to cook. No, I do know how to cook. I just don't do it. But I like to think I'm a chaos blender. Like when I've done flights before, where it's like 4 different samples, I'll pick out, if there's one that I honestly prefer, I'll put that aside, and then I'll just mix the other 3 together to see what happens. Even if I didn't like them, I'll just see what happens. That's as far as my blending experience goes. Like chaos. What have I done?
You're gonna try them, right? You're gonna try them and go, well, I like this, and maybe that's missing. Maybe I can add this other thing to it, and it's just try it. Like don't put all of it together at once, and you'll get a chance to kind of play with it. If you have some bottles, just kind of make a small blend. Like when I make a blend, when I blend, been blending for a little while, I make 10 ml blends, right? Because you try to go, that's kind of good. And then just like be diligent and just write down what you blended. I know it's a lot of effort. I'm a spreadsheet geek, so I put it all in spreadsheet of how many mLs or what. I make 10
You're getting into science here, Irene. I about to get scared. Little chemistry.
Because then that way you don't miss any whiskey, right? So,
yeah. I mean,
like,
they have to do that.
Yeah,
just wild
so make small blends. If you like the taste of it, then go great. Let me make recreate it, and then it's really good. Then you recreate that blend, put it in a barrel, one of the smaller barrels for a little while, and good stuff happens, man. And there's no right or wrong in it. Just if you blend it and you like the taste of it, then it's great.
Mr. Great Shot's asking a question. Limit.
There is no limit to how many you can blend in there. However, so typically when I'm in Brenta, I'm kind of still, well, I say I'm kind of new and I've been blending a lot for a while now, just for my own personal taste. So I like to start with a base whiskey or something that is going to provide the sort of the structure. It's like a foundation of a house, right? And then you go, well, I think it's missing this note, it's missing that note, whether it's on the nose, the palate, the finish. I would say once you add more than probably 8-10 things to a blend, it gets a little confused. I like to keep it under maybe 4 or 5, right? With each whiskey providing a certain thing. So think of it as you got to build a house. What do you need? You need a foundation, right? What's your foundation whiskey? Then you need, doors and windows. What's going to be that? Then you need, paint on it. How are you going to color it so it's special that way, right? So if you build your whiskey that way, then you come up with something that is kind of whole. It takes a little practice to do that. But taste all your whiskeys, and the key thing is it's really fun to blend whiskey, but it's work, right?
Yeah,
you gotta write notes.
I'm great at work.
Yeah, it's work. You gotta write notes. Well, this whiskey gave me these notes, and this whiskey gave me these notes, and this is why I'm tasting on where it is on my palate. So in your mind, if you can't remember it all, I don't care how young you are, how old you are, it's tough to remember it all. So just put it on a spreadsheet or write it on a piece of paper that this whiskey gives me this note and this note, and what whiskey tastes really good, period. If it tastes really good, period, then that's your base. Right? Now you know that your whiskey, no matter what, it really has good base. Then how do you want to accent it, right? You want to give it a better nose. So find a whiskey that has a really good nose, add it to your blend, right? Find a whiskey that has a really nice finish, or it has spice on the left or the right, and then play with that. And that's what makes it fun.
Yes. I'm like, this sounds awesome. I know my brain well enough to know all of this will not happen. It doesn't, I can't focus. That's my problem. I can't focus on it for long enough to actually start to pick it apart. But like I said, I do chaos blending. Not because I'm trying to. I just pour shit together.
That's okay, as long as you like what you end up with.
Yeah, that's my impulsive, like, let's see what happens behavior. That happens when I'm doing live streams. I know I don't have any experience with blending, but I have that little curiosity just because of whiskey and what it does. It's just be like, what will this do? Just like a mad scientist approach rather than the scientific method, at least in my case.
Well, there's some science to it for sure, but I think a lot of it's really a combination of science and art, right? Because you get to be creative, right? And just because you taste all those things and smell all those things doesn't mean the rest of the world is gonna have the same experience. And that's why I always tell people, I'm like, look, you just drink the whiskey you like, you enjoy, but open your minds to what else could be out there. But there's no like perfect whiskey. It's whatever you're enjoying at the moment.
That's kind of what I want to do with this channel, or what I've been trying to do with this channel, is that you're looking for experience itself rather than strictly expertise or in my case, I don't want anyone to think, even if I have the title of Whiskey Somm, I tell people, like, whiskey tasting is a personal experience. I can't say what's going to happen to you when you taste this because of the fact that we're just two different people, two different palates. I can give you kind of a springboard, and I want you to go from there. It's all in your head. I can't tell you exactly what will happen, but I can give you, like, lean you in a direction that you'll be comfortable with. Because most people just, as you know, aren't comfortable trying to say what they feel or what they taste. I don't know why. I guess society. Let's blame society. That sounds good. I like that. Whoop. Art blending. Hello. I gotta keep up with chat.
Right.
What's next? What are you eyeballing?
I don't know yet.
Oh, we got Zen Booty's got a method here. 2 parts.
Oh, these. Ooh. All right. That's. I like that. That's pretty cool. Just a regular Deanston 18, huh? That's pretty nice. I think might have some of that. We might have to try that in the store sometime.
Yeah, we got to sneak Zen Boot over there sometime. Art of blending. Well, science is there for sure. Really more of an art form.
Yeah.
2 + 2 rarely equals 4 in blending. Yeah.
All right.
Science blend. Thank you. Whiskey from the vestibule.
I'm gonna go see what else is over there. There are other shifts in the other room. Too far to walk. So I'm gonna go look. All right. What do we got here? I can still hear you though.
Oh, hey. Wait a minute. Whiskey blender Fraley. Wait a damn minute here. I know who you are. Sneaking in when I'm not paying attention. I don't know if you guys have met. Ben seems to think you haven't.
Yeah, Ben says, "Oh, do you know?" I'm like, "No, I'm actually going to take a course in a week or so." So,
yes. Do I have one?
Should be fun. Hey, I was told I need to claim I'm an expert, but I'm not. I just love what I do.
God, no. I don't want to be called an expert. That feels wrong.
No, maybe when I'm posthumously, I may be an expert, but for now, I'm having fun.
Expert in the field. Once upon a time. Yeah, sure. I'm not around anymore.
All right, 2021 Loch Gorm. Love it. Good stuff. Every year is different. People always go, "What's the difference between year to year?" It doesn't really matter. It's just good whiskey. Right. Kilchoman just makes amazing shit. So, well, can't wait to meet you too, Nancy.
So I'm saying, I think I have one of our bottles right here.
Good. Well, hoping to learn from the expert. They call you the nose, so
that's we do. Nice. That's wild. She pops in here every once in a while. I know I have a bottle of Still Austin that she picked a while ago, but because I have so many Still Austins, I have to get through them all. They're doing good work. Now, I wanted to, well, I didn't want to, but I'm talking about it now. Still Austin seems to be kind of trying to be one of the bigger Texas distilleries out there. I know Balcones took off in its own right, but it seems like whenever I'm on the god-awful social media, because I have to be, I will often, they already know I like Still Austin, but I'll see a lot of advertisement from them nowadays, which I was a bit surprised about. It's like, I'm in Rhode Island. How is this a thing? How big are they expanding? What is Total Wine doing right now? All these little ideas of what's happening with them, because I'm sure they're ramping up production. They have to be. Oof.
All right, Ben, you can connect us. It's all good. I really wanted to go into the class on the kind of incognito, but thanks for outing me.
It's like, you son of a... God damn it. Kilchoman.
Shit. I mean, I'm drinking a Loch Gorm, but I love my single barrel pick from them, which is somewhere in here. I don't know. I just found it last night when I was cleaning up. There's just too much whiskey in here. I think I need to have a whiskey party in here.
Good. I'll be right there.
That way I can have a little bit more space for new shit that I'm going to be making. Crap. I don't know where it is.
That is in the store, right? I'm seeing it at a weird angle, but I know that's
Loch on. We get every year. We get a few bottles, but we have actually a bit of the single barrel pick that I think about 4 single barrels in last year in the U.S. that they sent, because they're a little bit stingy about that. I was very fortunate. I was very nicely and very timely. And so we ended up with a 10-year ex-bourbon cask that I named Lemon Custard Pie. If you could let me add more words, I would say lemon custard pie on a rocky beach in New England with a hint of pepper. And it was really funny because one of my customers goes, he's a huge Lagavulin and Ardbeg and Lafroig fan, and he's like, how could anything from Kilchoman taste like this? And he showed up and he goes, damn you. I was like, yeah, it's all good.
You're welcome.
Hey, I don't lie. It's what I taste. Doesn't mean that you all have to taste it, because we all have different palates clearly. And we're, and a lot of it is, people go, what should I be tasting? The whole thing of it doesn't matter. It's what you taste. If you like it, then that's it. Right. Because I, fortunately or unfortunately have this crazy nose that just smells shit that you really shouldn't smell. It's very annoying. Mostly it's very annoying. It's really good that I can use it in whiskey. But prior to me being a whiskey 10 years ago, I would smell stuff and I'm like, oh, that's awful. Then I have to run out of the room and get that smell out of my nose before I can smell again. So not so cool that you have a nose that's so sensitive to everything. But it's pretty cool when you're trying to make whiskey better.
Was it Psalm 1 or Psalm 2? I feel like it was Psalm 1, where they talked about how you getting into this will start to become a problem when you start to go into whiskey and you're starting to actively smell and look for things. And I know it's been happening to me. I know it has. Where I'll be wandering around or here's a horrible example, driving down a road. And long before I see the fact that there is a bit of roadkill in the road, specifically a skunk, long before, I will immediately be like, nope, oh no, clamping up my nose. It's like, oh, Jesus, oh God, there it is. That's an extreme example.
Yeah.
But it's other things oftentimes just being I'm not good around crowds. Most people here know that. But then it's certain kinds of perfume and cologne and stuff that someone just walks by me and I can almost feel the smell just coast by and go, whoa. That was a bit much.
No, that happens in the store a lot because we're a small store. We're in 1,000 square feet, right? So every once in a while somebody will come in. I mean, we're in cow country, and I'm totally cool with the whole manure and all that smell. But and then people smoking pot wherever else. But certain smells, I'm sorry if you like patchouli, it's just not my thing, right? Because it's oily, it sticks around. Or if you work in the kitchen, you come in smelling of grease for a while. I'm like, oh crap. So I don't care if it's 2 degrees out. I open the front door, the back door, and they're like, what are you doing? I go, we're going to clear this room because, and that's why I have a air purifier in my tasting room because I run that thing when I have people in there because it technically clears the air in, half an hour or whatever it is. I think I need to get one in the front of the store because I'll come in. I'm like, oh my God, who was here? And I can almost tell which person was here. I was like, oh man, that smell is just awful, and it's bad because, people smell what they smell. And just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not right. But it's what it is.
A lot of it is just, when you're kind of enveloped in it. I would only really notice, this is ages ago, thankfully, but I used to be a dishwasher at a Chili's. So you can only imagine how odd I smelled after all that. But I wouldn't notice it until I got home, where it's I'm in a different environment. It's suddenly it's God, I smell like grease and soap, and what the hell is this? Immediately have to take a shower.
Yeah, Cliff, we're all now smelling water and go, what does this smell like? Wait, what is this that we smell? No, that's just water. Oh, but wait, what was in the glass before the water? So if
what else is in there?
Cliff doesn't live. He lives in my state. We met a few years ago, and it was a happy meeting. And so every other Friday when we're both in town, we get together and we have a lot of fun. He loves to blind taste me a whole bunch of crazy shit, and my job is to guess what it is. But also his goal still to this day is to find me a Balcones that does not smell like a Balcones.
Oh, the Balcones. Nope.
But now that, thank God, Emma is, I know it's all recorded and everything, but I love what Emma's been doing with Balcones stuff. It's just a very distinctive note that some people just love. It's just the Tennessee note, right? The Cascade Hollow note.
It's in this. I can taste that Balcones note in the one that Daniel did.
I can definitely taste it in there. It's very mild. It's a great blend, but I can definitely smell it.
I had to think about it, but it was as soon as I noticed it, it's oh yeah, that's that thing.
All right, the Dickel note, okay? I don't want to say
that's the Dickel note.
The Dickel note, right? So
it's very popular around here as far as knowing what it is.
Some people don't. It's just one of those things I just don't like. So it was really funny. So Cliff, myself, and Jen, my manager, we were at Whiskey Fest in New York recently. So we went to the Widow Jane seminar, and I bought Widow Jane will always and forever be my first. It was my first single barrel as my new store in Canterbury. It was a single barrel, either from Kentucky.
You bought like 3 barrels, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was a barrel number 1960. So it was a very special barrel for me. I named it my birthday barrel. It's a 12 year. It's kind of a little play on Old Forester's birthday bourbon that we can never get a bottle or two. I was like, well, screw that. Why do that when you get a whole single barrel of it? So, but anyway, so ever since then they stopped doing single barrels, and I may never buy another single barrel from them. I do love the Decadence, but the 13 year, the 15 year, great stuff. But all I get is Dickel. So I'm not a huge Dickel fan. It's just that freaking note, right? But yeah, there's some Dickel that didn't taste like Dickel. I'm still trying to find out how that happens. And maybe Nancy, you might have a clue as to how that happens. I've already asked Nicole Austin, and she's like, I don't know. There's just some barrels of Tennessee whiskey from Casket Hollow that doesn't have the Dickel note. Very distinct.
I'm aware of the Dickel note, but it's not something that distracts me as much as some. I know it's there. Like I can taste a Dickel and be like, yep, that's a thing. It's very light, kind of Flintstones vitamin-ish, but it's not something that's like overpowering to me. Thankfully, I have an overpowering one already with Tennessee whiskey, and that's Jack Daniel's and banana notes. I got it on banana.
Hey, so I'm actually gonna in early April. They're very presumptuous of them. I'm actually going to go out and potentially pick a barrel of cast strength rye from Jack Daniel's.
Nice.
I hope it's good, because if it's not good, I'm going to ask to blend. They'll look at me like I have 3 heads, and I'm like, sorry guys, it's not good enough. I don't need it. At this point, I've got so many barrels, I don't need a barrel. But I'm hoping I get
barrel strength, I imagine.
Barrel strength, but I don't know. When I was recently at the ball, I did taste one of the Jack Daniel's rye. I can't remember if it was cast strength or not, but it was still a little banana-y. So through 2 things I don't like. Maybe it's 3 things. At least for now, I know 2 things I don't like in my whiskey are, the Flintstone vitamin note and banana. So those are like 2 no-nos for me. Oh, yeah, well, the third one, sulfur, obviously, and some sherry malts that are not so. How should I diplomatically?
Words. How do I put this politely?
Where they don't use the best sherry barrels. That's the best way to put it. Where as soon as you open it, you're like, yeah, struck match, don't need it. So bring some Glenallachie instead. So
is it like a funk? Because I've had over the years, I've had to deal with something called a funk.
It's like you just struck a match, and that's what I smell. It's a pretty instantaneous thing, and it goes away. You add some other stuff to it, and it make the smell go away. Like I'll open a certain bottle and let it sit for 6 weeks before I'll drink it to let the sulfur waft off. But it's okay if you're not sensitive to it. It's great. It's great that you don't mind it.
Good. Sugar Kitty read my mind.
Yeah, like I can taste like the 15 year, Widow Jane, 13 year. I can tell it's really well made whiskey. It's just as notes that stop it, Sugar Kitty.
That's what I've said. I've had I haven't had many of them, and I've had a few, but Macallan is one, the initial one, the 12 year, where it was absolutely like a no. But then I tried, I think it was the 18 year, and it was like, oh, this is good. And the same thing happened with Dean's. It's the stag one. It's a Scotch that has like a stag on it. Dalmore. It's Dalmore. Yeah. That was another one that was just like.
Funny you should bring that up today. So Cliff and I actually had 2 9-year Dalmores. One was in a PX sherry cask, and one was a Oloroso sherry cask. Literally just fresh opened today. I can't wait to go back to revisit to see how it changes. It was kind of a deep dive into. So it was the same distillate, same day, and they put it in 2 different casks. And I think our preference, I remember, was the Oloroso. It didn't have as much of a tannic note, which is kind of surprising, because when you think of Oloroso PX sherry, typically on the sweeter side, and you would think it would kind of maybe not be as tannic, but it was, and we all kind of agreed on that.
I do like if we're talking, well, this is, I don't remember if this is a sherry or not. This makes me think of it. But I have this. I'm very happy about opening it again. Cat.
Oh, the PX cherry. All right.
Yeah, the PX.
Edition. If you want to sit up,
oh, it's so good. I finished off the first bottle. I got so fast.
Right. Kitty. Yeah. Oh shit. All right.
Go.
Yeah, there you go. See, there's not enough room up here for you today.
Just
I'm sorry.
wanted to make an appearance.
Barrel.
That's funny. Oloroso was the winner. I keep wanting to say Oloroso. I think that's probably brown as well. Rex.
So I've been threatening to do, and actually we did it at level 3 just recently. The Joe Van Name brought in some cherries to kind of taste after, I think it was after graduation. He bought a Fino, a Amontillado.
After graduation is the best. Just hanging out.
No, it's a Fino, a Policatato, Oloroso, and a PX, and a couple other ones, and a Sauterne, I think. It was just kind of fun to kind of taste it. It would really be kind of cool. I've been threatening to do this for years now, and I haven't done it yet. But I really should is taste some cherry and taste some whiskeys that you don't kind of use that finish, so you can hopefully maybe pick up some extra notes.
Bye, Nancy. Thank you for stopping in. West Coast. So you both are gonna have so much fun.
Oh my god, we're gonna be in so much trouble. Now, who the hell outed me anyway? I was really trying to be there, but incognito.
You are incognito. Just wear a hat. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think.
Wear a hat, some glasses. You'll never know.
All right. Oh, holy shit! What's this bottle doing back here?
Don't know.
All right. This already got open. So not flexing, but just have to have some, just because.
Do it. I can't know what it is. It's reflecting. So I saw 21, but I can't see the name.
Yeah, so I actually brought 2 bottles of 21 into my store in Brooklyn. If you guys saw the first Whiskey Tribe video, but nobody bought it.
I did. I was there.
But nobody knew about freaking Springbank, right? I had the 16 local barley, which is now like freaking precious. So when I got to my new store, I said, nobody's buying this. I'm going to transfer it. And I did. And I took one home. Well, bought one from my store. And then sold one to a customer who decided that he was going to stop drinking whiskey. And so I got to acquire his stuff too, which is... So now I have 2 open bottles. Damn it. But it's good.
Yes, I was trying to check. I know Springbank also won some awards on the Online Scotch Whiskey Awards. I don't remember which ones, but I imagine hopefully someone in chat can remind me. I tried to look all these things up earlier, and the only one I remembered was like, well, Rare Breed is good. They said so on the thing. But I know
so it's you, Ben. You're the trouble.
It is bum. It is. We know this. We know this. Gives me whiskey. I like that. Oh, hold on. John Kranz, hello. Who is the beer print over your shoulder? Oh, hold on. Let me change this for a second. There we go. That is actually the Vlog Brothers. So it's VLOGS Brothers, John and Hank Green. And they do a lot of charity work on the internet. So I've been watching their channel for a very long time. This is actually their April Fool's poster because they never actually started a brewery. They teased me. They're like, yeah, we're going to open a brewery. Look, we've got all this merch. And I didn't know what to do with the poster. And I thought, well, they look like discerning gentlemen who want you to have a drink with you. So there they are. I have an extra one, oddly enough. I don't know how, but I have 2. That's the other one's folded up or rolled over in my bedroom. But that's who those are. They're doing really good work. They have they're focusing on building a maternity ward in Sierra Leone, of all places. So a lot of the money they raise goes to that. You're cool with that, Irene. You like charity stuff. So do I.
We've done a bunch of them. And if you are anywhere in the Northeast, May 16th, 2024, we're doing a charity event for the Roger Williams Zoo. And if you contributed this year, you get to actually see Velma in her habitat that hopefully you, if you donated, you'll get a chance to see it on your way to the event. So that's really pretty exciting.
I'll have to keep that in mind. I mean, I'll be there. It's weird to go in there after so many years because I had never gone. I'd maybe gone to the Roger Williams Zoo when I was much younger, and then suddenly in the past few years, I've been there twice. And I'll be there a third time next year. Yeah. I'm glad for that. Like, it's a wonderful little park. I don't know how many people realize that. Like, the zoo here in Rhode Island is actually pretty nice, as is the park that goes with it. It's huge for this state. For other people, they like walk through it like, what? That was it? Come on.
Yeah, no, they do a great job there. We're really good people that really try and make sure that the species continues. So very happy to be a part of it.
Spring Break won best distillery and 10 was best Scotch. Okay, so yeah, Spring Break was doing the work in the awards this year.
The funny thing is, they don't even have a master distiller anymore. They're just doing what they've been doing for many years, and they do a great job at it. Absolutely loved it.
I've heard enough about it to be like, come on, I don't have a bottle, right? I can't find it anywhere. Leave me alone.
We have the 10-year here and there. Every once in a while we'll get the 15s. Definitely the Glengyle, the Karen will get. It used to be you could get it all the time. I remember going to
that's what people have said. You used to be able to get it anywhere.
4 years ago, prior to pandemic, I mean, you could the tasting, they'll give you everything up to the 18 and then some, and then like all of a sudden it's like poof, it's gone. Kind of sucks.
Hi, Kathy. Yes.
Hi, Kathy. Happy blending.
The only time I see it when I'm in your store and it's right there. It's probably the only time I actually see it. I look for it in other places and I don't see anything. It's been bugging me lately. I don't go to many liquor stores, but I have a few I go to on purpose. That is how I found this. Because I found it there before the first time, drank the whole thing very fast. I don't even know if I did a video about it. I feel like I didn't. I feel like I opened it during a live stream, and I demolished the bottle and was very happy to find another one at the same store, probably almost a year later. Well, that bottle has been long empty. I never expected to have another one. That's my Christmas present to myself. I don't remember how much it was though. It's probably best if I don't know. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Ha! Have you been to Rebel? I think you used to call something else, but the Rebel Distillery in Kentucky. What?
Which one?
Rebel.
Rebel? No.
They do really like high proof.
Yeah, no.
It's not a favorite of mine. I'm just curious because I've been there twice by circumstance. One was because I went there on purpose, and the second time was I was coming back from somewhere else.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of distilleries in Kentucky.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, when I'm there, it's a very specific purpose. Let's go by.
You're not a tourist when you go there. You got a plan. Just to go.
There in a hurry, so we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get back there with a little bit. Actually, there's one that I'm hoping to buy a barrel pick from next year. It's Butterscotch. It's a small distillery, just started. All right, I don't know. I'll have to go as my cat or something. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Shirky. Lux Row is what I guess I was talking about.
Yeah, Lux Row. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a bunch of different things happening out there, but just none of ours today. Like it was a Nashville Barrel Company. Oh, something like that. It's supposed to be pretty good whiskey. I've tasted some of it. It's pretty good, but there's just so many hours in the day,
Yes.
And I'm trying to focus on
Wilderness Trail was another one. I don't know if you've been
that one. That's a great one. A bunch of different smaller distilleries that I think. So the whole thing for me with the Crowded Barrel stuff, going kind of full circle back to that is with the Alliance series is to really help promote the small craft distilleries that are out there. Right, to go pick a great single barrel from them. One of the ones that's that I tasted a bunch of their stuff already that I think is amazing.
These two are very funny.
Well, yeah,
distillery and MGP ingredients. What could be in these? I have no idea.
But Talnua out of Colorado, I think makes some amazing stuff. Recently at level 3, I got to taste some of the other stuff out there, and I cannot wait to showcase some of their stuff. There's plenty of people making really good whiskey out there, and I think through the Alliance series, hopefully we get to showcase a whole bunch of them. Right, so it's kind of a nice two-way street, right? You make good whiskey, we want to talk about you, and we get a chance to showcase you. and then send you along your way and hope you won't forget us when you become too big. So
I just realized they switched the bottles on me. I didn't really notice. I just got this recently. This was one that's doing the rounds.
the Illusion one. Nice.
Just came out. I bought it with before knowing what happened with them and also with you. So it was a nice little surprise to be like, oh, well, those are gonna be gone immediately now. I'm glad I snagged one. The hell. And these I was just curious about Balcones. Like I have 2 Balcones ones from them. Not because I like Balcones. I just want to see what else they can do. And then I have this one, which is MBHV ingredients, because I like MCP, which is a good thing for me. Because
I just saw one earlier today, somewhere in there. Let's see, what have we got in here? Probably not even open yet. I think I have an Eleanor I haven't opened yet.
There you go. Yeah.
Let's see. This
is it batch 7 or batch something else?
Batch 4.
Well, that's one of the early ones.
That was a while ago. Never got a chance to open it.
That was a while ago.
One of these days I will. But I was like, hey, that's hiding back there. And a few other ones.
That's before they changed their bottle. Keep the bottle. That one's gone now.
Something like that.
They switched to these badass things now. These are very standard. I think these were Balcones used to begin with. They have these now. They had those nice ones before. Now they switched to these.
Yeah, this is one of the newer ones. And this is a Line Series Texas Whiskey Festival Blend. If I can freaking read it, I tell you all about it. But let me see.
Tiny print, right? And hard to read. Wrong color on a black thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Hi, Ma. Sweet dreams. We'll see you Monday. Hopefully.
What's 1,000 bottles? It doesn't say. Whose is it? It's a Line Series. It shouldn't tell you what distillery it is. I just can't read it. It's all good. But I'm going to taste it. I haven't had it in a while. We'll see.
You can hold it up to the camera, see if we can read it. Probably not.
Yeah, doubt it.
Yeah.
Too much light. I'll read it in the daylight.
Yeah. I've had that problem like on my videos. I've been trying to, because
smells good.
They use brown font on a black background, and it drives me nuts. Because like you can't read that. I don't care how good your eyes are, you just can't see it.
Well, I know.
Nuts.
Although after pretty tough to chase Spring Bank 21, of course, but we'll see.
Yes, you have put yourself in a corner with that.
Age 24 months only. So, but it doesn't say.
It has to say.
Yeah, I'm sure. Something. It was from 4/16/19. So that's a while ago.
Yeah, it's one of the earlier bottles. Like the ones I've been grabbing are earlier bottles.
It's all good. I'll know what they are going forward, right? That's all that matters.
You will know exactly what they are from now on.
I better know what they are.
To a very specific amount.
So,
which Whiskey Festival blend?
So the goal is hopefully with the Crowded Barrels actually to hopefully produce enough.
Crowded Barrel, I've never heard of them. Who could they be?
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, I actually finally took it off my wall and put it on my top of my barrel here. So the goal hopefully is to produce at least maybe 1,000 to 100 bottles for the Magnificent Beast blend, so that hopefully outside of the Patreon, other people can get it.
Yeah. That's what we've been trying to
also
do lately.
For the Alliance series, potentially maybe to bring in at least 500 bottles. I don't know. I have no idea. I gotta go shopping up my my whiskey thief there to see what I can find out there. But
you have the different ones. You have one for the bow and one with a spear and one that's a sword. It's gonna be great. You have the whole arsenal of weapons to use for the Magnificent Beast. Just like
So hopefully the Whiskey Festival blend, I don't know. It may be that reconstructed bourbon if I can get enough samples and get it blended in time. So that would be the goal. That would be very cool.
Hear, I know we're talking about other stuff, but this is one of those things that just the Texas whiskey bop thing came to mind. Balcones isn't going to do bourbons anymore. I've heard rumor of.
No,
I mean, good choice. I knew that's not surprising. It's just like, oh, all right. I don't even know if I've ever had their bourbon. I have no idea. Again, memory is crap.
Yeah, they actually offered me a single barrel pick, and I was like, yeah, I still have that freaking coffee. No, I don't like. So, that's just me. I mean, everybody else likes it. It's great.
Plenty of other people can get it. They
Exactly.
like it.
And this is good. But I really, really like what Emma's doing at Alphonis. I think she's making some really cool blends out there, making some really, really nice decisions out there. So very excited.
It was nice to see her at the Bastards Ball, even briefly. Because it's just nice to like just watching her journey has been wild too. Mm-hmm. Blending at Crowded Barrel or making whiskey at Crowded Barrel, and then suddenly she's working for Balcones. It's like, what? Awesome! That's amazing.
Well, whatever one is blend, it's pretty nice. That's tasty.
Cliff said, can you see which whiskey festival it was? Was it number 1?
I have no idea.
Probably have the
questions. All right, let me see. If I can see.
I'm looking at mine as if it's going to tell me anything. These are the Alliance bottles. I don't have any Texas whiskey bottles because, well, I
it's 116 proof. It's distilled in really small letters. Oh, I know. I can take a picture of it as well. I'll take a picture of it and see if it. And I can maybe expand it. I'll tell you what it's all about. Maybe. All right. It's equally. Oh yes, so it's Andalusia, and that's all I can see. Balcones, and one other thing. Oh, Iron Root. Oh no, what is a
nice?
Good
that's quite the combo.
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna say that was pretty tasty. I'll bring it next time you guys come over. Come see me for Christmas.
I'll probably end up doing that anyway.
I'm going to the store tomorrow.
I have no direct plans, but I know I'm going to try to go to your store more often because I haven't gone in a while. Until
that looks recently. About maybe right.
Iron Root Bloody Butcher. Iron Root,
yes, it does say Texas Whiskey Festival Blend. What? First one. Yeah, no.
That's a nice combo. The Bloody Butcher is wild.
Have that one. Come see me next week and I will have it. If you do, then you already know what I'm talking about. Well, thank God I won't be so confused moving forward with the Alliance series because I'll let you know what the hell's in it. So,
yeah. I'm looking forward to those. Those are the only ones I seem to be able to get is the Alliance ones. I got 2 Errant Barrel ones. Actually, this one's I think I've been sharing this one because there's no way I would have drank all that myself. But that's getting to the looks like rain part. And this was the first one they did. Again, they need to get you to like something like that. Just put your face on it, right there.
Oh yeah, well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. Just write some words. Just print me a label.
They call it the air. You can imagine where it's from because the Errant Barrel. I don't think they can say exactly where it's from, but you already know. 5 months in New Hope.
If you want to say hi, yeah, go say hi.
Beastie. Cats just always want attention.
Actually,
still in Scotland's Asian bottle.
Sitting back here.
Cliff. Cliff, where? I think this is the first one. Yes, it is. This is batch 1. I don't remember anything about it other than it sounds good.
So he's just supposed to be the star. So.
Yeah, Cat wants attention. That's how it works, isn't it?
Totally. Because I've been gone all day, so he's like, hey.
That would do it. My turn. It's my time. What are you doing just sitting here talking to no one? You should be talking to me.
Yeah. All right. Be a boss
Chauncey?
That's shit to do. That's Chauncey.
Chauncey.
All right. Say hi, and then you can go do something else. Yeah. No, we don't talk kitty cat here. All right. Come on. Off the barrel. Thank you.
What's your point, human? God. So you can name one of your blends after the cat if you wanted to.
Team Chauncey. I don't know.
Or it could be oh God, I know there's some kind of large cat that could be easily be a magnificent beast of some sort. I'm trying to remember what they are. I think they're actually a panther. But anyway, that would work.
No. He's definitely partial to whiskey. I tried to get him to pose next to a tequila bottle, and shit, man, it took 40 minutes. Whiskey, he just hangs out here. He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm into the whiskey, ma." Although, if he does get a sniff of the next batch of pretty special turkey Pechuga that I'm bringing in before Christmas. Really amazing stuff. So I might hang out with it. We'll see. All right, one more pour.
One more.
We should probably talk about this because I think there's supposed to be a video tomorrow talking about the rest of the stuff I was talking about.
Yeah, they do have the
Cairo.
I assume it's going to be tomorrow, but there was a video reference in the last.
Yeah. So
they were like, you'll hear more about this 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, I know. So if y'all travel at all, and you just keep your shampoo and your lotion and all your shit at home, you can buy it with a destination. So that 1 quart bag that you have with, if you go on, I think it's bottle, I can't remember the names, Berlin packaging, you get these bottles, and you can fit, I believe, 16 of them in your 1 quart bag. No matter where you travel in the world, at least where I've traveled so far, between the US and Europe, they know what it is and it's clear. They can see what it is and they can tell you can't carry it. It's all alcohol. It may even be a hazmat. Did I say that? It's not labeled.
I didn't hear anything. What? No. You said it's going to be fine.
Yeah. So I brought 16 bottles of rye when I went to Finland in September. It was I was there for less than 24 hours, but we had a blast. It was great.
All the random places to be, Irene.
No, it's not nothing random. So KillCo Distillery is in Isokiro, Finland. So if you fly into Helsinki, it's a 4-hour freaking drive or a train ride up there. They make 100% malted rye. Amazing stuff. I didn't care for their rye initially because they were using the wrong type of barrels. I won't mention whose barrels they are. But they've made much better stuff. They make really great gin. So everything is 100% malted barley. I believe the only other distillery I know that does it in the US is New Riff. So anyway, long story short, we'll fast forward. I went to visit them because I bought a single barrel from them. Really nice 100% malted rye, 4 years old plus, and finished in a Montepassia cask, which is like it's kind of like a Sauterne cask, but it's not Sauterne. It's one of those, pretty fancy, really tasty. And I heard I kind of beat the SMWS to the barrel pick because I was there earlier. That's just what happened earlier. So hilarious. Really nice stuff. It won't. I
love those guys. I love their whiskey, but that's hilarious.
Oh my god, love the whiskey. Cliff might have a bunch of the whiskey today. But anyway, so long story short. So it's wood smoke and it's elder wood smoke. So when I was telling Rex about it, he goes, what does that taste like? I go, so you know how mesquite is definitely kind of barbecue for sure. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, it's on the spicy side. But with the elderwood, it's more like burnt ends. That's probably my best description of it. It's just like burnt ends. So they make a peated, a smoked, and a unsmoked rye, and they sell it. They're trying to sell it to the world, and I'm trying to help them get involved in this. So one of these days, we'll see where the competition leads. But the malted smoked rye is freaking amazing. It's like not anything you've ever tasted before. Mesquite's good stuff. I love the stuff that Dalbach does, and Lucia does some mesquite. Applewood stuff is kind of good, but elderwood smoke, man, that's a bomb. That's just like, what am I tasting? It's really tasty. Listen to rye. So I didn't like the regular rye that they made. Like, I don't know. They always sell really well in Europe. Like, yeah, I don't know. Then I tasted this a couple of years ago, less than a couple of years ago. I was like, shit, what is this stuff? This is really good. So we brought it into the store, and one of the 5 owners came to my store to do a tasting, and the rest is history. So
must have missed that one. I've missed many tastings, unfortunately.
Yeah, but this smells really nice though. So and the gin's amazing also. The gin's also made from rye. I think the clear gin made world in a blind tasting. It won in gin tonic combo with Fever Tree. But the pink gin's really good. Cliff has a chance to taste some of that. The barrel aged gin is also pretty good. I also have a barrel aged gin from them, not just a regular barrel, but it's a Oloroso barrel refill sherry butt that just kind of hung out for a while. They're like, we don't know we had this barrel, they don't know what to do with it. Should put some gin in it. I go, what does that say gin on it? Because we don't know what to do with it. So I actually have some coming next year also. Very excited about that.
Nice. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, again, how all this weird random stuff keeps happening and how it all sorts of falls together is just
seemingly random, but not. Oh,
yeah,
damn,
seemingly random. I had
so freaking good.
I had the like when you it was announced that you were blending, and like I said earlier, the Andalusia thing, I was just like, wow, this is the right place to be, isn't it? How weird, how weird that I happen to be going along with this. That did, of course, give me the like, I don't know, what should I do in the middle of this? I feel very set in the middle of like whiskey tube, whiskey som, being close to your store, and then of course I just really like Andalusia, so there's that too, and participating, with Whiskey Tribe, Crowded Barrel stuff. I feel like once all this happened, I'm like, I feel like I should do something. I'm not sure what that is, but I feel like I should do something. It's weird because I've already been talking about Crowded Barrel stuff for years now.
All right, you got any more questions for me?
I don't think so. Everyone in chat, if you got a question, ask it now. Irene's already given us quite a bit of her time, and I appreciate that as always. I will see you again soon. I just don't know when. I'm still trying to wrangle with the fact that it's almost December. Like we've passed that mark. I put my silly ass Christmas stuff up because, of course, I did. I wanted to do it the day of Thanksgiving, so I wouldn't have to think about it until I have to put it away, which is fine by me. Hey, we're in the Glen Scotia Barrel. I think you might have talked about that before Cliff showed up.
Yeah, so that I heard from them last week is somewhere in New Jersey. So I think after you and I come back from Dallas, it should be available. But if you're around the area at all, I think December 9th, we're doing a Clonakilty tasting of all my single barrel picks. Technically, we can taste 4, so we'll taste 4, but we got 6 of them. So, and then December 16th is the KillCo single barrel that I just picked. Oloroso sherry cask, really delicious. I really, really wanted to buy the, cherry Mizunara. It just didn't taste right. So we're sticking with Oloroso.
Mizunara can get kind of weird.
Year. Yeah, I hit the Mizunara. It was good, but it just didn't have enough oomph to it. But the Oloroso was spent the first 3 years in Mizunara, and then it spent the next 6 years in Oloroso sherry. And the one that was 11 years, so I spent 2 extra years, didn't do it justice, not for the price. I was like, yeah, no, not that one. So,
balls. We have a question, Irene. Will we see Crowd Beer releases at the store in Connecticut? Wow. Probably not. Is my guess.
No idea. I don't know. Well, I mean, you can buy it, I suppose. I mean, the Crowd Barrel stuff is going to be mostly Crowd Barrel stuff. If you are part of the Patreon, I believe you can order. Luckily, I'll have
usually how it works
year before any of it lands. Yeah, no. So that's gonna be separate. I mean, the single barrels from my store are still gonna be single barrels from my store. So while I'm out there hunting for Crowded Barrel, I'm also double dipping and hunting also for my store. So yeah.
You're doing exactly what a hunter would do. You're keeping an eye on other things around. It's a good idea. Seeing what's out there.
That's what's out there, man. And once I get geared up and I get dressed up to hunt, I'm gonna hunt and find you guys some really good whiskeys. If it's not good, I'm gonna come back empty-handed. I'm sorry, man. It was not a good hunt, right? Because at the end of the day, we're not gonna settle for less than good or less than great. And that's why for all the time I've been in the business,
it's expensive, damn it.
It gets expensive because you're on the road and you're like, I should buy this, and which is why sometimes I go on the road for a week and I bought 8 single barrels, and Jen's like, what? It happens, right? Because you find good stuff, you just gotta just jump at it, right? And if you watch the Whiskey Vault channel, like Daniel says, say yes, right? And even if you don't know, say yes because no idea what else is going to be out there. You don't want to close yourself out to the opportunities out there. Just
Mr. Great Shots asking if there are any Scotch picks before I forget.
Scotch picks. What about Scotch picks?
Do you have Scotch picks coming up?
Yeah. So the Glen Scotia is coming up. I think actually, you know what? I think December 22nd, which is a Friday, which is rare because we do our tastings mostly on Saturdays. One of the importers for our Douglas Lane Douglas Slang 12-year Kalila is actually going to be tasting that and some of the other Douglas Slang expressions. So if you can show up, definitely stop on over. And so you're like peated, like wow. How is that compared to the port for the cartridges this year? Because last year's cartridges I absolutely love, mostly because it was from Warehouse One and I was there, and it's always a reminder for me when I'm missing being in Lefroy. I have a dram of that and I'm good. But this year's white port finish, I wasn't so impressed. Yeah, you need Glen Scotia because we can't get Springbank, and Glen Scotia is pretty freaking good. Especially
this is Mr. Great Shot who you met down there for that very odd situation where I had gotten a bottle to bring down there to give him, and in the moment I did so, you were right there, just walking up, like this is yours now, Irene. It's funny. All right, let's see.
Cool. Well, hopefully
I really love it so much. I just ordered another important
wow.
Here.
Yeah, no, I have great respect for Ian McAllister. He knows he's got good distillate, and it's about the barrel at the end of the day. So I'm trying to figure out how to bring my single barrels to Scotland, right? Because I mean, my single barrels of bourbon and rye are pretty good. How do I make those barrels somehow appear in Scotland and Ireland so that they can come back a few years later in the malt form? So
I keep crossing my fingers. Someday you'll have a special Redbreast release. It's never going to happen, but I'll just think about it in my mind. He didn't get you to sign your bottle. Good God, Mr. Great Shot. I bet none of us had a pen. That's all it was.
Well, next time you see me, I have to learn how to travel with my silver and gold pens. But yeah, no. So most likely it'll more be a Clonakilty release of whatever hell single barrels I have. Because as you know, if you didn't know, or you should know, there is this that I showed up in not so long ago in Texas. Right, this is Clonakilty, finished in cask from Garrison Brothers. Because when I was there last summer, I was like, wait, I recognize those barrels with the little blue thing.
Wait a minute, is that mine?
So when they did the release in Texas, only in Texas, they promised me some 10 cases and never showed up in Canada. I'm very disappointed, but whatever. But anyway, so I'm hoping to bring some of my single barrels to Scotland, Ireland, whoever will have me, and then we'll have them make us some new make, most likely Clonakilty, because their new make is freaking amazing.
They have a nice location. I mean, just him talking about it. It was the gentleman who actually, oh God, who was there who actually talked? I feel like it was the person who actually deals with the earth and the grains directly. I want to say farmer, but that's the wrong word considering how much he knew.
Which brand?
The Clonakilty.
Clonakilty?
Who was there most recently, I think.
Like at my event not so long ago?
Yeah.
That might be I think that might be Cole. That might be Padre.
He was talking. They were talking about grains and stuff, and some very specific questions. I was just like, "Holy shit!" This guy knows what he's doing as far as the product from the very grains of the earth.
So their triple distill pot still stuff is going to be ready next year. They promised me it'll get launched in the U.S. at my store for the U.S. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll happen. I mean, like what crazy person buys 6 single barrels from them in 2 years, right? So I'm hoping that happens.
They'll be here before you know it. That's the weird part.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Ben
so
wants
hopefully
to sneak in with you to your class.
Yeah. Who does?
Ben.
Sure, you can.
Why not? Go on down. His birthday's on the 14th. It's fine.
Oh, you might have a nice surprise, Ben. Just saying. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Nothing. So you think you
want to spill all the beans here?
Nope, not going to. But I do have a nice surprise for you, Ben. You don't have to be in my
surprises. All right, I'm going to finish off the evening with something special. I've tried this, I'm sure. I don't remember when, but this is the main event.
The main event.
Lone Elm. Yeah.
Shout out to Cliff for bringing that back to me from Texas.
He's the one who gave this sample to me, so it all just
nice.
Works.
That's pretty special shit.
Hell yeah.
I think it actually tastes less hot than the Flambeau, even though it's several proof points higher.
I do have that over there. I also have the bottle you gave me that I'll probably review. I can't remember the name. Oh, there it is, right over here. I put it next to me just for this reason. It's Fireside.
Yeah. Damn, we were tasting that.
Tasting it there and being like, "Oh, this is mine now. Thank you."
Yeah, that is some good shit. So it's funny.
I still have to get the one you were talking about earlier. The
which one? The Boston.
You were talking with Rex, and you had the blend.
Blend. Which one?
Name it was.
The only blend I talked about with Rex is my Riona blend, which is moving rather quickly.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about. I saw it there. I didn't buy it there, so I'll have to pick that up ASAP.
Yeah, I just ordered a few more cases. We only brought 60 bottles. Actually, originally I only wanted 36, but we sold out. We ordered 60, and I just ordered another 24. So there were only 800 bottles. We did really well at the distillery. It was kind of a very low-key event, but people tasted it. They loved it. Even people that go, we don't like Scotch. I'm like, it's not a Scotch, all right? It's 100% barley. And
nice.
Yeah. Is that your first time tasting Main Event?
I doubt it. It's been a minute. This is the one that Cliff found for you. Is that what I'm remembering?
Yeah, he brought me some sample, a sample, and within I don't know, it must have been a couple of minutes. I was on the.
I believe I was there for that occasion.
Yeah,
Cliff brought in the sample.
Yeah, let me
tried it. We're like, whoa! You're saying what? What's the proof of this? Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm like, can I have it? He goes, sure. And of course, minutes later, everyone else goes, hey, what is she paying? We'll give you 3 times more. Building, it's not about what you can pay. It's about relationships you make with people, right? And as we all know, as whiskey people, it's not about how much money you have or how much whiskey you have, about the relationships you make with people. and being able to share whiskey with people, to me, that is like more key than anything else. It's great. So, which is why what I love about blending is being able to make hopefully a really good blend and be able to share with people, and be able to sit around and tell stories about it, right?
Hell yeah, that's part of why I'm doing this. This is why I have my own collection here. I can't drink all this. I have to do something via this to actually share it with other people. I know I have plenty of bottles here that people cannot get or have yet to try.
It's great that you don't have to chase all those crazy bottles. And if you ever, whoever ever does visit, I like a couple of these, that the reason they're as low as they are is because, I shared them with a whole bunch of people. These are from charity events I've done over the years, and they're down to like an inch or so, but I don't really drink them. Don't need to,
if you don't want to finish that, Irene, I'll take it for you. I'll get rid of it just for you.
So it's for when somebody shows up and they go, I've never had a Pappy 15, and it's my birthday or whatever it is, and it happens to be in the store. Well, happy birthday, right? So at the end, it's all about the experience of drinking some really good shit. Yeah, no, that does not taste like over 160 proof.
It does not.
I think when you and I tasted it, Cliff, it was 165. When I tasted it at the distillery in February, it was 166.4. It was crazy.
Just went up.
Some good stuff. So for those of you, if you haven't done the silent auction thing, may want to, because I don't know what Brian has up the sleeve for what he has for tastings, but I may have to for 4 people provide him with he might acquire a sample of something special. So as part of the as a tasting. So
yes, please. I'll take it, whatever it is.
Yeah, so I'll see you before Christmas, hopefully. And how big are your samples? Better don't be freaking 2 ounces. Just kidding. Whatever they are, I'll provide you a sample that we can put as part of the special tasting.
Excellent. Sounds amazing. Again, if you haven't actually checked out the silent auction, the link should be in the pinned comment. And if not, if you're here for the replay, thanks. And also, the link should be down below.
So if you can maybe let him know in some way whether you prefer it to be bourbon, rye, Scotch, Irish whiskey. I'm pretty sure if I dig through my collection, there'll be something really special and make it worth your while.
Yeah, I planned to give that note. It's like, what kind of tasting would you like? It's not just gonna be like, it's not gonna be just like anything. It's here you go.
Yeah,
I do that with my own stuff. I try to ask people. It's like, what, you want me to surprise you, or do you just want to try something specific? But it makes it easier just to do the raffle on my own channel because I can just say what it is and then people will be interested or not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If not, I still keep the whiskey.
Definitely. So it's definitely for every category. I definitely have some really special bottles that are required, not because I need to have them, but I like to be able to use them in charity events and share some special taste with people. So
I love it.
Yeah, and I think that's what kind of makes it priceless, right? It's something that you can't get.
The experience.
Yes. So don't chase unicorns, then make your own. And all of you can make your own. Just mix some cool blends up there, experiment, play. That's what it's all about.
Just chaos. All right, I mean, it is 8:45. I know you got other shit to do. I'm gonna wind down.
Yeah, I got some other shit I need to get done, but it was awesome hanging out with you, man. And you had a good
as
crowd.
Always.
So, and
nothing but
thanks,
trouble,
man,
really.
for outing me. Now I can't be. Damn you! It's all good.
Don't try to act innocent. We know.
Oh yeah, right.
But here we go. This is the last.
Happy birthday! In case I don't get to your birthday. It should be fun.
Soon. His birthday's soon.
Yes.
And Zenboot here, who you know is Tom. My Liz KillCo flight is rye and scotch, right up my alley. I did what I could. Cool. All right. And it's probably Cliff's fault as well.
Thanks, Cliff.
There's multiple people.
Jesus.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Have an awesome night. Thanks for taking the time. And always good to see you, Brian. Cheers to
I'll see you
Mom
soon.
and Dad. And stay well, man.
Take care. We'll try to. Thank you. Yep. Have a good night.
Bye.
You're stuck with me now. Wasn't that nice? Another 2-hour stream, just about. Now I have to still deal with it. My problem is I'm like, oh gosh, it's done. I'm still not using OBS. Good God. But thank you all for being here. I mean, I'm going to hang around until 9 o'clock because why not? Just make it 2 hours. It's going to bug me if I don't. And tell your friends about the silent auction or just put in for the silent auction yourself. It's still new for me doing this. You still have time to do the GoFundMe as well, which I believe I have linked below. I don't think I have it in the pinned comment. I think it's the silent auction. But the goal for this GoFundMe was completed, which is amazing. We've actually gone over that goal by a little bit now. But you will still have time to enter if you have not done so. The raffle drawing for all these items will be happening on Sunday. So that is going to be a significantly longer stream than usual. I still haven't made a thumbnail. So I may be doing that tomorrow. But right now, the big thing, other than the GoFundMe being completed, which is awesome, again, the prizes should also be listed down below if you're curious as to what is the options there. There's at least, I want to say 16 items. That could be wrong. I updated it recently, so I'm not exactly sure now. But there are plenty of special prizes in there that people want and people can try. GoFundMe continues to climb. Uh-oh, Cliff's saying stuff. I haven't looked recently, but I will check that out soon before I go to bed, of course. I realize my stomach's like, you're hungry. I'm like, no, I want to try the highest proof whiskey that Irene has. This is great. I'm not there yet, but there is a certain way that alcohol hits me, and it's starting to creep in right here. My frontal brain area just goes, I don't need to think anymore. It's not over. I'm not overdoing it. Thankfully, I was using Irene's the small blend for this entire time. So at most, I've had 2 ounces of high proof whiskey, mind you. California, thank you for all the hearts. I had seen them out of the corner of my eye. I have a different chat box here because, as you can see, I'm using this instead because of guests. And at some point in my life, I will figure out how to get guests on OBS so I don't have to use this system. It works fine, but it's easier for me to not use it when I have something I'm accustomed to already. But it's not much of a difference. As you can see, my whole setup is still here. I've switched to these because now it's cold out and it's frozen. We've got below freezing here already once or twice. So we're in the cold snap of things, even though it wasn't that cold today. Ouch. Oh, the other thing I'm supposed to bring up for everyone's attention, and this is not for me to ask for more money right now. That is not what I'm doing. I am informing you of how YouTube works with certain things. And at the moment, I want to tell you, I just recently received my first payment. I don't know what to call it, but the super chats from last month just arrived a few days ago. So that's awesome. That's the first time I've actually gotten money via super chats and memberships from YouTube. Yay. I'm an adult now. No. God damn it, where is it? I have to look at certain things. So I'm going to be promoting on this channel a little bit. Before this month ends, I still don't know if it's a month-to-month thing or a span of time, but I will be trying to get 20 foot. Well, how much is this? $25.19. I can show you, I hope, but this is how the YouTube works. That's not going to show up right. There you go. But they want you to get a certain amount every month. Last month was that. It was a good chunk of change in my book. And November, they want me to, the minimum payout is $100, which is annoying. So I'll be talking about super chats a little bit over the next few days. I know, again, everyone has donated so much money. We got the silent auction going on. Money is happening like crazy this month, obviously. But I'm going to have to work that into my system somehow. I know I won't be doing another live stream until next month. So there'll be today and Sunday is very likely the last times I'll be talking about the streams. Unless I do a free-for-all before the very end of the month. But probably not. Knowing me, unlikely. But I wanted everyone to know, as far as people who watch, that is a thing. I'm not saying you have to donate via Super Chats at all, ever. But you know, that's how the system works. It's weird. It takes them so long to get everything to go through. It's wonky. Let it snow. Everybody's ready for the snow already. JD Bourbon Approach. Hello. When did you sneak in? Sorry for anyone I didn't say hello to. Joe Combs. Hi. I mean, I feel like I try to say hello to everyone, but it's really hard to actually focus on chat very much while you have the guest, because you're trying to pay attention to what they're saying and what chat is saying. And I think I did an okay job at that. Thank you, JD. I appreciate it. I hope to have more guests on. It's always just time. I know there are plenty of other channels I'm accustomed to talking to, but they are doing like real life stuff. They have lives. They got stuff going on, especially this time of year. Stay tuned. We also have a new month coming up, which means there'll be a new video. I thought I did. I wasn't sure. I was like, I swear I said that name already, but I don't know. My brain didn't last. You know, that was an hour ago. I have no idea what happened. Suddenly the stream's almost over. And it's, how does this occur? Also, my nice little tree is up. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty it is. And then I have the other one, which is just the Jack Skellington tree. Only at this time of year. And I brought this thing out because festive. Once again, let me talk about memberships. If you haven't become a member of the channel yet, you can. It's not that expensive. There have been plenty of them that have just been happening, though. And when they do happen, it's rather nuts. But I have plenty of you who are already members, and that's pretty awesome. That's 20 people at least are already members, whether you like it or not. A lot of people got not grandfathered in, but there's someone around here who likes to just dish out memberships like crazy. So remember, if you're here, you can randomly get a membership, which is fun. That is very new for YouTube, just randomly giving out memberships because a person wants to do so. I like that. That's fun for me. I do have to do extra work, though, because I put your names in at the end. Newest release. That one. So besides the auction, tell your friends about Sundae. The GoFundMe is still going on. It will keep going almost up until the very end of when the stream starts. I don't plan on officially closing it until after the live stream ends. Yeah, that day. So it will be closed by Monday of this week. God damn, it's already over. I feel like I just started. But next month, next month's going to be crazy. You're going to see a lot more of me next month. I will probably have less of this. If you're wondering why I look like a mess, it's No Shave November. Ben calls it something else sometimes. But I will be dealing with this within the next week because it's been driving me nuts. It's like my beard is just, well, I don't even want to call it a beard, but I get the sideburns and that's about it. The rest of it just goes right down here. I've seen it. I've done it. No, it is silent. You go in, you bid whatever you want. I have the form, which I figured out. Thank you to Ellie Chambers. She helped me figure out how to do that. I completely forgot I could with that. But you just put in a bid. Whatever you think it's worth, whatever bid you are able to pull off, you put that in, you send it, and I will see it. And then on December 24th, whoever bid the highest will get it. That's the easiest way for me to do it. I'm not going to keep track of everything. I'm not going to say, oh, you've been outbid. It's a silent auction. It's just, as far as I know, that's how they are. Usually it's not for much time, but the basic premise is bid and wait. If you get outbid, you didn't bid high enough. That's how it works. Whoever bids the highest will win, and you will not know who it is until the very end. So bid high and bid often. You can bid twice. Like if you think, that probably wasn't enough, or suddenly you find yourself flush with cash, whatever you want to do. Right now, it's just a waiting game for the next month. I'll be talking about it a lot. Don't worry. Not every stream I do, because you'll be seeing a lot of me next month, as I said, due to the Advent calendar. I won't stop you from bidding more than once, but it is going to be just whoever bids the most. Simple as that. Yeah, that's basically the premise. Bid once as high as you can, and then wait, because Irene's got some crazy stuff lined up. Yeah, the whole premise is you will not know. That's the basics. This is what I've been told. Like, I have to repeat what other people have told me, because I was like, silent auction, how does this work? Again, I just barely got the system for entering up and running. Yeah, the fear of getting outbid. It's worth whatever. I mean, it's worth a lot more than people seem to realize. But again, highest bid will win. If you got cash, if you want to get a present for you and 3 friends, this is it. And I felt it was much more appropriate to extend it as a Christmas thing to help my family out, rather than trying to double up, because I quickly realized I can't do both at once. It hurts my head. So the GoFundMe will be ending as of Sunday. I'll leave it open for all of Sunday if anyone wants to go crazy, but there's going to be a cutoff point. I will very likely announce the cutoff point officially on the GoFundMe on Sunday, and say, hey, thank you to everyone who's donated. I'm not going to close this right away, but any donations after this time, they cannot be entered, because you had plenty of time to do it. I had over a month. It doesn't, but hey, that's it. You either bid or you don't. That's how it's going to be. I do not have the time or the patience to deal with being outbid and other things. That's eBay. You want to eBay? You can eBay. But the premise is bid high, or don't. It's the easiest way to do it for me. And again, that's how it works. I've never done a silent auction, but I know the basic premise. Normally, it's just like a slip of paper. Like, people will just write out the slip, put them out, put it in a bag. And then people look through it, see the high bid, they win. Simple. So simple for me. That's all I want. Whoever bid the most is the one who gets it. If you think, it's very simple. It's like, if you think you will be outbid, you didn't bid high enough. So bid higher. It's a great system. Yeah, FOMO. That's really what it is. If you want it, you got to bid high. And again, it's helping me and my family out. That's what it's going to go to. Irene rarely does this kind of thing. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to... I know. It's a silent auction to the dark side. It is. The dark side being getting into Irene's clutches and having her pour you amazing whiskeys. It's going to be great. I know we didn't talk about it officially, but it is one of those situations where it will very likely be done online, just because of whoever bids the highest. That could be anywhere in the States. Or if you do want to have the option to say, visitor store, you have that. You have it on hold, and you have to work around when you're going to be here. But that is a possibility if you'd rather just do it in person. It's just a wild one, because it would be very complicated for you, whoever bids highest. But if you bid the highest, you probably can make the trip. I will say nothing. I know how much it's worth. That's it. And I know how high that is. So whatever the bids are is what they are. And yeah, it's expensive. Having a tasting for 4 with Irene Tan is not cheap. Bid as high as you can. The higher the better. Yes. Give the power to me. Sorry. Some Sarah World. Some Aspire. Anyway, 9 o'clock. I need to eat some food for one thing. I poured the high proof whiskey, of course, and it's delightful. Oh, yeah. But Sunday, tune in. Auction. Bid high. It's probably more than that, but I forgot. As always, live like I'm prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. Oh, I'm so hungry. And I will see you. Wait, I got to do this a different way. And I will see you. Where is it? Oh, that's right. Out there.